What's up, guys? It's Alexandria Pike. In today's video, I'm gonna be reading the most haunted places in New Hampshire. Why is Mickey Mouse on? Let's try this one. Oh, never mind. It wasn't Mickey Mouse. It was a commercial. There was a commercial. Okay, let's get started. Hauntings are just supernatural reminders that interesting stuff happened in a place long before we arrived. The Granite State is coming up on its 400th birthday in 2023. With that much history, it stands to reason that we'd have our share of ghostly goings on. If these locations don't fill your need for chills and thrills, see our list of all the ghostly sightings. That's what it says. Okay. Ocean-born Mary House, Henniker. That kind of sounded like a show word. Oh, Paw Patrol's on. One of New Hampshire's famous hauntings in 1720, notorious pirate Captain Don Pedro captured the ship Wolf off the shore of Massachusetts. When he spied a red-haired baby that had been born just that day on board, he promised to spare everyone's life if the child was named after his mother, and so the baby was named Ocean-born Mary Wallace. Mary grew up married and had children, though she was widowed at a young age. Eventually, Captain Pedro tracked Mary down, and the two ended up marrying, and they lived together in a mansion overlooking the town of Henniker. For a number of years, one day, Mary found the body of her murdered husband on the grounds of the house. Many suspected he was killed over pirate treasure. Mary buried him under the huge hearthstone in the kitchen. Mary died at age 94 in 1914. Since then, the ghost of a tall, red-haired woman with glowing green eyes has appeared in the upstairs window and on the main staircase. Many occupants of the house have reported feeling Mary's presence, and some believed that she protects the house from harm. Mary's two-story wood frame house is still a private residence. Mary Wallace is buried in Central Cemetery behind the Henniker Town Hall. Okay. Three Chimneys Inn, Durham. The oldest part of the inn was built in 1649 by Valentine Hill, who also built a sawmill and grist mill in the area. It's his daughter, Hannah, who is said to still haunt the inn. Records show that she was married at age 20, and there is no further mention of her life or death. It's believed that she drowned in the nearby Oyster River. The Notchland Inn in Nancy Barton Hart's location. A tombstone displayed in the parlor of the inn reads 1778. Nancy Barton died in a snowstorm in pursuit of her faithless lover. So it seems like Nancy froze to death. Nancy was engaged, but her faithless husband to be went off with her dowry before the wedding could take place. Rather than just accept her fate and his treachery, she soon set out on foot to find him, but was caught in a terrible snowstorm. Friends found her frozen body next to the book that now bears her name. Oh, cool. I was right, she did freeze to death. The Tilton Inn, the 1875 Inn, Tilton. This inn has been featured on the show Ghost Hunters. The inn's resident ghost is named Noah, who is said to have perished at just 12 years old during a fire sometime in the 19th century. Multiple guests have reported seeing a young girl in various rooms and hallways throughout the inn. The country tavern, Nashua, that's kind of the spelling of Joshua, but with an N and A. It's said that Elizabeth Ford, that name sounds familiar, who lived in the house 2 centuries ago, never left. The story goes that upon returning home after a year at sea, Elizabeth's husband found her with a newborn baby, murdered them both, and buried the remains on the grounds. Some believe Elizabeth is still looking for her lost child. That is horrible. Who would do such a thing? I wouldn't. The Omni Mount Washington Hotel and Resort, Britton Woods. The lobby, Madison Room, and Room 2006 are all said to be haunted. The lobby is said to be haunted by a little girl. Babies are heard crying in the Madison Room. And a malevolent lady is believed to haunt Room 206. Stark Road Graveyard, Conway. Reportedly, a pair of big, wet eyes will follow you if you visit the Stark Road Graveyard. That's the whole story of Stark Road. Okay. Well, I'm not updating my computer right now. Bloody Cemetery, Hollis. Pine Hill Cemetery in Hollis is nicknamed for the ghost who supposedly haunts it. Abel Blood, buried there in 1867 next to his wife Betsy. There is a head carved into the headstone. Okay. That points upwards, and some say the head will suddenly change the point down. Sorry, I was in a seizure. Woodland Cemetery, Keene. It's said that the Summer Night Chapel is the center of the haunting. It's here that people have reported the spirit of a little girl who will peer out from behind trees and buildings, giggle, or even follow you around. Legend says if you curse in front of the chapel, a ghost will wash your mouth out with soap. Okay, just had a flashback about that. My big sister almost tried to break my bones when I was in 10th grade and would make me swallow like the foamy soaps things, which you could definitely get poison from. And I was sick for weeks because of it. I didn't even eat. Or at least you'll have the faint taste of soap on your tongue. Vale Cemetery, Wilton, the Blue Lady. Mary is said to haunt the cemetery. Blue lights rise from her grave and then slowly sink back down. Island Path Road, Hampton Beach, the Goody Cole story. Accused of witchcraft in 1656 and again in 1671, Eunice Goody Cole, who lived at the end of Island Path and virtually died of natural causes in 1680 after enduring years of hatred and persecution. According to legend, she was buried by vengeful townspeople with a stake through her heart, so kind of like a vampire. Another legend says that Kindle neighbors eventually properly buried her near today's meeting house green. Today, the area all along Island Path is said to be haunted. There have been reports of moving objects, lights, and a figure that appears in the fog. Oh, I'm almost done with this one. Tall Hill's ghostly horse, Epsom. Perhaps New Hampshire's only equine? I just told. Haunting. It's said that the ghost of a horse who sought shelter in the abandoned building during a blizzard became trapped. Is still trying to escape even in death. This is the last story. It's only like one sentence. The ghost jogger on River Road in Manchester. It's said that on Halloween night at 1:45 a.m., the ghost of a jogger can be seen along the road. That's the end of today's story. If you like content like this, please hit the subscribe button, turn on all post notifications, and smash the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!